So a multiplication page. That is really exciting. And you know those like strategies that you use for addition and subtraction, like doubles or neighbors or make tens, right? Fast tens, all of those. Well, multiplication has those too, which is awesome. But what makes it even better is that they're so much better than the addition and subtraction ones. They're so much more useful. The rules are easier to figure out. So what I'm going to suggest that you do maybe, if you want to, is go through and hunt out certain numbers first, all right? So I'm going to go through, I'm going to circle all my times zeros, all right? Because there is a rule, a steadfast rule with times zero, nothing ever changes it. So I'm going to show you what it is. So here are all my problems that have times zero in them. And so the thing is, if anything is times zero, it's always zero. That's always the answer. Anything. 1 times 0, 0. 1 million times 0, 0. Because if you think about it, let's say that I have some bowls with M&Ms in them, and I have 5 M&Ms in each bowl, right? But I don't give you a bowl. You have 0 bowls. And guess how many M&Ms you have? 0. Because when you have nothing, no container, you can't have anything that's inside of it. So anything times 0 is always 0. So those ones are always so quick because you go down, burp, boop, and you get them all done. All right, let's move on to ones. So here we are as times 1. And times 1 also has a nifty rule that never changes. Times 1 is always the other number, right? 7. The answer is in the problem, which is amazing. So you have 1 times 7 is 7. If you think of it, if you have one bowl with 7 Skittles in it and I give you the bowl, you have all 7 Skittles, right? So the answer is right in the problem. You just write down the other number. Okay, now I'm going to go through, I guess doubles will be my next one. All right, so then we have times 2, which is the same exact thing as doubles in addition, right? Because times 2 this problem literally means 3 2 times. We're adding them up, right? And so they're just doubles. So you think to yourself, okay, well, what's double 3? 6. What's double 5? 10. Super easy. You already know that one and you're already really good at it. Next, I'm going to hunt out the tens. So I've circled all of the tens, which is a lot of them. And a lot of times, as the strategies get higher in number, they get more difficult. Oh, I just found another one. But that's not the case with tens, because 10 is, and I'm going to say this like a million times this year, the magic of 10, it works every time, and it's amazing. Because you imagine your 10, you just cover up the 0 for a second and it becomes a 1. Well, 1 times 9 is 9. But then the 0 has to come down and go on the end of the number. That's what the magic of 10 is, making it 90, right? 9 tens. If we counted out 10 9 times, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's what we would get. All right, this one, 10 times 3. Well, if I pretended that 0 wasn't there, it would be 3. And a 0 smacks on the end of it. 3 tens, 30. What about 5 tens? 50. You already kind of know that. We've already been over that, right? 9 tens, again, 90. 6 tens, 60. 3 tens, 30. 8 tens, 80. Amazing. And that magic of 10 gets even handier when we start doing numbers that are more than 1-digit numbers. All right, last one is our 5s. So the last one are 5s, and I erased some circles so that I could make some space for some work here. 5s are also called clock facts, and the reason they're called that is because on a clock we count by 5s, right? And that makes sense, it really makes a lot of sense inside the classroom when you're here, because I have about a dozen clocks all over the room. Because we're really working hard to tell time to the minute in 3rd grade, and also count by 5s and know our 5s times table. So they're everywhere. So it might make less sense when you're at home, just because you don't have clocks everywhere, and especially your clocks don't say the minute count on them. But I just wanted to show you. So this problem is 5 times 5. So whenever you have a times 5, you could always look to your clock and go to the other number, which in this case is also 5, and then go to the outside and you'll find the answer. So 25. All right. And then the other way to think about it is simply the fact that you know how to count by 5s really well. So if we count out 9 of these, right, and then we just count them, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 is the answer. All right, so some really super easy ones to start.